Good morning, dear children. So, last class we have just discussed about the importance of history. I mean, what is meant by history? Then, how would you define history? So, history. What do you mean by history, Baja? What is history is about?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by history? What is history is about? Children, I have sent you the notes. Have you copied it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Carlin,
History is the study of past.
study about the past. Then only the things that were done in the that were there in the past, that only we were explaining while studying history.
And changes.
Yeah,
It
okay. It
happened.
also yes, it also narrates or it also explains the changes. Okay, not only the things that were there in the past, but also the changes associated with that event. That also we were discussing while we study history. Okay, then before, so the period, I mean history, it is always be regarded it as before or after, and earlier history was associated mainly with the life of a
Ruler.
ruler. Okay, his lifestyle, and when he married, when he born, when he led the battle. So the mainly history was associated with all these events. That means it mainly confined with the life of a ruler or a king. Okay, but later now we were not exactly depending on the same things. It has been changed. Okay, and also when we narrate history, it depends on the perspective of the man who write history. I mean, if an Indian man, if he write about or Indian historian, if he write about Indian history, he mainly focus the important, or he will give importance to the life of the Indians, their culture, tradition, value of their culture. All these will be focused when he write Indian history. But what about British historian? British historians, when they wrote history, what was the thing, Shane?
Ma'am, they wrote about the governors. They not focus about Indian history.
They do not focus about the value of Indian culture, is it? They do give importance. They do give importance to the rule of the governor general, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, they only focus. And who was the first governor general, Gauri? Warren Hastings in the year 1773. Okay, he was the first governor general, and many governor generals were there from starting from 1773 till 1947. Ripon, Lipton, that we will study in detail. Means we have many chapters of these governor generals, their policies. Okay, everything we will study in detail. And who was the last viceroy?
Lord
Mountbatten. Okay, Lord Mountbatten. See, children, why after 1857 revolt, the Governor General, that title was changed as Viceroy.
Viceroy.
But he is a British officer. This Viceroy, as well as this Governor General, the title of a British officer who handle or who control the administration over here in India. Okay, so when we study something, just think about your studies, children. Yeah, Lakshmi, it is politics period now. Your timetable, it is politics, but both history and politics is handled by me. Okay, so when as and when we complete one history, that is good, right? Unless it would be confusing for you. Means, I mean, if I start history, then the next period politics, then it would be confusing for you. So we'll complete one lesson like whatever we have did in the last year. Okay, previous year, what we have done, no, the same way.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so we were talking about
Viceroys.
Viceroy. Oh, okay. So the same title, I mean, the title is only changed. Okay, he is the person who handle or control the administration over in here in India. So after the revolt of 1857, the Governor General, the title was changed as Viceroy. Okay, the same, but the position or the power is handled by both these person are the same person. So Lord Mountbatten was the he was the viceroy when he got independent or when we become free. Okay, so so these all points are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how we now so when you study something, okay, just think about social itself. How could you make it easy to study? If a long answer is given by the teacher or something you wanted to discuss it about more, you want to detail it more.
Points.
Point wise, is it? So that
Yes,
would
ma'am.
make you too easy to study about history, even history or all subject, it would be easy for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whenever we describe or when we narrate a history, then I think if we divide into many chapters or many periods, is it easy for you to study history or to remember
Yes.
the thing
Yes.
exactly?
Yes.
Yes. Just a minute, Makalai, here heavy rain. Let me close the door. So, okay. Am I okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Children, we need to divide history into many periods. Okay, because you know, some which in our life also we are experiencing many incidents. Some things are very important, some are not. Okay, we are not supposed to remember all these dates or all these incidents, only which are important that we needed to focus on. Okay, so to study or to know history very well, we needed to divide it into many periods or chapters. Chapters means into many sections. And which point we need to give some important, that means something coherence means logical. Okay, logics, which having some logic, we need to give some important, that means which one is important, that only we needed to focus. Okay, so if in this classification, that means the Indian tradition, culture, everything has its own importance. Okay, and if the British historian give importance only to the activities or the policies of the British Governor General, our history, I mean Indian history, it for the Indians, it do not fit. Means Indian culture, the value of tradition, it do not have given any importance by the British historian. So we need another format. Okay, because we need to explain or we need to classify our history in our own way. Means we have to give much more importance to our history. Okay, so the classification or the history written by the British historians, we are not supposed to log. Okay, so but still some British historians, okay, British historian or the European people, they have written Indian history. Among them,
Ma'am, can you
one,
show that slide one more time?
which one?
Last slide.
Last one.
Why divide history?
Okay, this one only this you need to focus on this point to give each chapter some coherence. That means that which one have important. That means all these things that were done in the past, it is not really, we are not supposed to focus everything. Okay, which one or which incidents having some importance. Okay, that only we needed to focus or we need to remember. So the history written by the British historians, they do not give any importance for the Indian culture or the Indian people, their value, their culture, nothing. Okay, they mainly focus the activities done by the governor generals. So we need another format. Clear, children? Is this slide is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then, so James Mill, please note down, children, very important point. James Mill, he was a Scottish economist, Scotland. Okay.
Can you zoom?
And he has written a 3-volume book. The title of the book is, note it down, children, The History of British India in the year 1870. James Mill was the person. He was a Scottish economist and he was also a political philosopher, and he has written a 3-volume massive book. The book's name was The History of British India in the year 1870. In this book, he divided Indian history, note it down, children, into 3 periods. He periodized. Okay, he classified Indian history as Hindu, Muslim, and British. These all points are important. Okay, James Mill, the book written by James Mill, and how he divided Indian history in that book. This classification is widely accepted, but we will discuss the problems related to this. So, who was the Scottish economist? What was the name
James
of
Mill.
James? Okay, what was the name of the book written by James Mill? The
History of British India.
Yes, 1817. And how he divided Indian history?
Into 3 periods.
Which are they?
Hindu, Muslim, and British.
Yes, Hindu, Muslim, and British. And do you find any problem with this periodization or classification?
Yes, religion.
talks about religion.
How
Yes.
could we
Religion.
divide history like on the basis of the religion of some people? That means Hindu, Muslim, and last, how we could divide Indian history by another country? I mean British. Okay, is it being acceptable, my dear children?
No.
No. Okay, but this classification, the period he classified, it has been widely accepted among the people, but there were many problems. And why James Mill he thought about like this, that we will discuss now, children. James Mill, when he came over here, okay, he found that all Asian societies were at lower level of civilization than Europe. That means Asian countries, okay, Asian society, the society, even Indian society was not at all civilized. What was the problem faced by the people over here in India? We have discussed it many times at many chapters. You know, children, before British came to India, Hindu Muslim despots ruled the country. What do you mean by despots? Autocrat. Have you heard about autocrat?
No.
No. Then a king who is very the one man rule, or a selfish person, king who is controlling everything, he's handle everything. Okay, that is meant by despot. Okay, so Hindu and Muslim despots, before when the Britishers came to here, who ruled over here the country? Hindu Muslim kings. Okay, despot means who is exercising unlimited power over the people. Okay, so religious intolerance, caste, okay, caste taboos, I mean, caste problems on the basis of the caste, people are fighting with each other, or they were discrimination, lower caste, higher caste, superstitious practices. Sati, we know that many superstitious practices was prevalent among the society. Even girls were not allowed to educate, widows were not allowed to marry, remarry. They needed to commit suicide when their husband, when he died. Have you heard all these things?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Sati.
during that time, yes, during that time, society, even Indian society or the Asian society, was not much civilized. The problems among the people was, I mean, they were fighting each other based on their religion. Many superstitious practices. Girls are not allowed to visit a school, attend schools, and we just discussed about Ramabai, Rashsundari Devi. Okay, that what was the belief there? If a woman, if she study, what will happen? If a girl, if she attend the school, if she study the alphabets, what will happen? What was the belief?
There are
Ah, she
There
will
are-
die. Okay, yes, it will bring bad luck to the family. That was the belief prevalent or existed among the society. And lower caste and higher caste, there was much wide disparities between this lower caste and the higher caste people. Okay, untouchables were there. Even the lower caste people, even they can't attend a public function, they can't even enter to temples. Okay, so the society was full, I mean, it was full of these superstitious beliefs, and it was not at all civilized. Okay, education. See, children, really, in this type of society, if the people are educated, it can avoid, means it can avoid much problems. Okay, but during that time, only a few people were attending the school, and even some, only some are educated. Okay, not on, even girls were merely, they were simply sitting at a home. Okay, so that was the situation of the society before, when the Britishers were here. Hindu and the Muslim kings or the despots ruled over the country, and the society was fully superstitious. Okay, the people were superstitious. And James Mill believed that only with the help of the Britishers, okay, only with the help of the Britishers, the Indian society could be much more better, or only they could help to civilize India, and India was incapable of progress without British help. So James Mill thought that only the Britishers can help India to be civilized. Okay, so that was the belief of James Mill. Okay, means that till when the Britishers were here, the society, okay, society was based on caste prejudices, religious intolerance. They can't tolerate the feelings of other
Ma'am.
religion.
Ma'am, James Mill thought, right, India was incapable of progress
Yes,
without
yes,
British.
yes, yeah, that was the belief by most of the Britishers. Okay, only they can help India to be civilized. Okay, so the Indian society was full of chaos and problems. So they thought that only the Britishers could able to civilize India. So that they have set out a plan to conquer India and to control administration over India. I have told you, we have discussed it many times, children. Whenever they came, it was a trading company. Okay, they came only for trading purpose. But whenever they came here, they have seen that Indian people are fighting local kings and rajas, okay, ruling the country, and they were fighting each other. So gradually they took control over India. Okay, and it took more than 300 years. These people, we need to fight and to draw these people from here. Okay, so they believe that when they came over here, society was fully chaos and problems. They were engaged in various activities, caste prejudices, then lower caste, higher caste, all these problems. And also society was not civilized at all. Not even everyone are not even educated. So it set up a ground, okay, for their conquest of India. So here children, in this is very important. James Mill, the book written by James Mill, how he periodized Indian history. He periodized Indian history, or he divided Indian history as Hindu, Muslim and British. What he meant is that children, before when the Britishers, when they came over here, India was ruled by Hindu and Muslim kings. Despot means the king who took unlimited power or who exercised unlimited control over the people. And after India was conquered or controlled by the Britishers. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, so here we have seen that James Mill thought that if the Britishers, okay, if the Britishers control India or conquer India, that would be easy for them to control or to civilize India, because Indian people were not modern. They do not have any modern ideas or innovative ideas. So it's their duty, or it is their duty to control or to conquer India and to civilize Indian people. Okay, for that, they have set up plan to conquer India. And can you see this picture? Do I need to see zoom it, children?
Ma'am, I have
can
joined
see.
another device. Can you let me?
I let you in already. Okay. So, children, James Rennell, please note it down, children. For that, they asked, the Britishers asked James Rennell to produce the map of India. Hindustan means India, right? In the year 1782. Why they asked this person to prepare the map of India?
To conquer.
No, to conquer. That means if they get a map of India, means the areas, the boundaries of each place, it would be easy for them to conquer. Okay, they have to, they had a desire, or they decided to conquer India. They need to take it under their control. So they asked James Rennell to produce the first map of Hindustan, I mean India. Please note it down.
British asked, right?
Yeah, yes. And the person who asked this was Robert Clive, the general, British general. Robert Clive asked James Rennell, please note it down, children, in the year 1782 to produce map of Hindustan.
So it was the first map of India.
Yes, 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 yes. This map of India. Okay, so children, let me explain the points again. I mean,
show one more time?
see, children, when James Mill, when he wrote the book, what was the name of the book written by James Mill?
History of British
History
India.
of British India.
Yeah. Okay, and how he periodized Indian history in that book?
Hindu,
Muslim and British.
Hindu, Muslim and British.
British. Okay, what he really meant is that when before Britishers, when they were here, India was ruled by Hindu and Muslim,
Muslim.
despots. I mean king. Okay, so he really divided Indian history before the Britishers as Hindu and Muslim and British. That means when India was under the control of the Britishers. And for that, okay, and during that time, what was the situation of the society, Indian society?
They were not civilized.
No, they were not civilized, superstitious. Okay, superstitions were prevalent among the society, religious intolerance, caste prejudices. Okay, all these was the situations or conditions of the society before when the Britishers were here. So what was the idea of James Mill? What he suggested? To conquer India, and they could only, the Britishers could civilize India. Okay, make Indian people to be modern or having modern ideas and all. For that, he asked Robert Clive, who was the governor of British governor, he asked James Rennell to produce the map of Hindustan. Okay, so the first map of India to conquer all these places, to make all these places under their control, they have just tried to produce the map of India. Okay, so this all we will discuss on the next class. Okay. And children, have you only 3 questions I have sent last
Yes,
day?
ma'am.
Have you
Completed.
completed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Study that also. Anyway, this term don't expect MCQ test this year. It would be descriptive one. Okay, so study what as and when you go to the questions, study it. Okay, don't wait for that, because only today I am not sending any question. Today, these things are important. The first map of India, who was asked to prepare the map, and who prepared the map?
Robert Clive.
Robert Clive. And who prepared the first map of
James
India?
Rennell.
James Rennell. And this one, these 3 are important. Who periodized, British historian who periodized Indian history, and what was the name of the book, and how he periodized. Okay, only these 2 are important. So just read the textbook. The other things we will discuss on the next class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Sending
ma'am.
any
Thank
notes
you,
next
ma'am.
day I'll send it. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.